Hello, hello! I'm so excited that you are here, ready to meditate. Maybe you are curious and a very experienced meditator. I promise you, I will take you on a fun ride. I think meditation can be really, really easy and fun and not like packed with expectations of spiritual enlightening or whatever. It's just like watching a movie, but inside, it's like, I just go on a ride. I just experience something new. And it's your fantasy, your imagination, which takes you on this journey. But you are not alone. I guide you with my voice, but I give you a lot of like free white space to have your own ideas. I did over 260 meditations every day at 5:55 a.m. in Swiss German when Corona hit and everybody was desperate. I was like, how can I help to make everything a little lighter and to instill more trust in people and just that they can feel their power. That's anyway my mission with the Joy Academy, with my whole business, that you trust yourself more, that you feel your innate power and your wisdom inside of you, and that you have all the answers inside of you. That's like my message. And in the meditations, and in all my meditations, that's like the core message, or the core energy, that in the end, you're feeling uplifted and energized and just rooted in yourself and in the world, and like, okay, let's do this. I can do this. I can trust myself. Self-trust, self-worth, everything is connected. And when we feel good inside of our bodies and in our minds, in our soul, in our heart, then we can be kinder to ourselves, kinder to the people around us. And it's just, life is better when we are in a joyful state, or in a calm state, or in an energized state, or a combination of everything. And if you ask yourself, who is staring at me from this wall? This is my husband. And 22 years ago, we met in Japan. 21 years ago, he was in Switzerland for the first time. And when he left after 3 months of checking out Switzerland, if he could live here or not, I was like in the copy shop with a real printout. There was no digital camera back then. I had this picture in my hand, like crying, I want a poster. And since 21 years, this poster is accompanying me. And when Ken came to Switzerland and we got married and lived together, he was like, now you can get rid of this one. But I was like, no, this was so important for a whole year when we weren't together doing long distance relationships. So now, as maybe you know, this is our bedroom. This is my room. I'm the boss of the design here. So here's my rainbow bookcase and the circular calendar, and everything is rainbow. I love rainbows. So the poster is mine to decide that it's still up here, and it's watching over our bed. So now let's meditate. And as I said, just close your eyes and listen to my voice. And if you are freaking out, don't do it. If you are like, I don't know, don't do it. But if you're curious and you're like, yeah, well, why not? Let's do it. Join me on this ride with your personal dragon. That's the cool thing about guided meditations. I say the same words and everybody experiences something totally different. I love that so much. When I did these morning meditations in Swiss German, it was in a Facebook group, 2020 to 2022. And afterwards, everybody was writing into the comments, and it was amazing to hear what people experienced and how different these stories were, even though I said the same things. And I want to do a series like Meditating Friday, Meditation Friday, something like this. And the series now is the flying series. Today is a dragon. Next Friday could be a flying carpet. That was very fun too. We did that already in Swiss German. And riding on an eagle or a big bird, and riding on a unicorn, the Pegasus with the wings. We can do anything we want, and you can do requests, and this will be fun. So every Friday, alive with a meditation. Yes, are you in? So make yourself comfortable. If you are sitting on a chair, put your feet on the ground. I'm sitting now in a cross-legged seat on the ground. Just make yourself comfortable. You don't have to do anything with your hand. Just place them on your shins or on your knees. Just do whatever you want. Sometimes I'm doing a standing meditation and even moving, and you can lay down. I always fall asleep when I'm laying down, so you decide. That's so important to me. Also in Joy Academy, you decide. You are the boss, and don't let anybody tell you what and when and how to do things. You decide. Especially if it's a meditation and if it's about you and what you want to do. So I close my eyes, and you can do too. You can also listen with eyes open because you feel safer that way. Remember, you decide. So let's start. And we start just with breathing. Just focus on your breath and let the air stream in and out through your nose, gently and slowly, and just observe your breath first. No pressure. Let the day go so far. For me, it's evening, whatever time it is for you when you are listening to that. Just feel how relaxing that is with eyes closed, focusing on your breath, nothing else. And breathe slowly through your nose into your belly. And maybe you slow down your breath a little bit or a lot. Feel how calming that is. Maybe you can do that during your day sometimes with eyes open or closed, just very conscious breathing. Luckily, we don't have to think about breathing all the time. It's automatic, but sometimes we hold our breath because everything is so stressful. So it helps to just breathe deeply and slowly through your nose, in and out, and move that belly in and out. And we don't do a long preparation. We could do that. We do that in Joy Academy. But let's take it easy today and just imagine yourself at a beautiful place in nature. And you can imagine like swiping on a phone with the pictures, with the backgrounds. Do you want to be on a mountaintop? No, it's too windy. I want to be at the beach. Oh yeah. Oh, but I don't like sand on my feet. So change the scenery to some surrounding you are just in love with. Maybe it's an opening in a big forest and there are flowers. You just need some space for your dragon to land. Or maybe it's like Avatar and your dragon can land on a very narrow mountain, like rock. You decide. Just settle in. Feel the ground underneath your feet, and even that, like, what are you wearing? Are you bare feet, or do you have some trekking shoes on your feet? Some sneakers, your favorite ballerinas. And maybe it doesn't matter at all. You are just at this beautiful place, breathing deeply. And imagine the weather, like you like sunshine, or is it a little cloudy, or which season do you like? Is it fall or is it winter? Is it spring, summer? Temperature of the air? You can decide everything, and you can make it just ideal for you, just so that you are smiling from year to year, because it's like so amazing to just be here. And maybe you'd like a little breeze, so immediately this little breeze is turned on and the air is fresh and the scenery is just beautiful, and you feel at peace. You feel the ground underneath your feet. You feel the sky above you. And you know what? The sky begins on the ground. The whole air around you. You are standing in the sky with your feet on the ground of Mother Earth. And you can just enjoy that you are here. You are one of a kind. You are wonderful, magical. You are powerful. And your mind can take you on such amazing journeys. And you are here to experience one. And while you are pondering how amazing you are, and yes, you can think of you as an amazing person without being arrogant or full of yourself, you are amazing, you are wonderful. You are you, and that's all you need to be. And while you are thinking these thoughts, you hear a swooshing and a sound in the air, and you know it. Your personal dragon is flying towards you gently and majestically, and your dragon is just approaching you, and you feel the connection already. It's so cool that you meet now, maybe for the first time, and maybe it feels like I know you forever. Imagine how your dragon comes closer, is getting bigger and bigger, and landing gently in front of you. The air is rushing around you, but the dragon looks into your eyes so full of love and admiration, and like this, the eyes are sparkling like, finally we get to meet, or we get to meet again. And you know if your dragon is a girl or a boy, or if it doesn't matter, or if your dragon is transgender, you know, it's your dragon, and you feel the magical connection to your dragon. Them, her, him. And you see the details of your dragon. Is your dragon fluffy, or like a dinosaur, like in Avatar, colorful, like shimmering, or like the skin like an elephant? And maybe you don't see it so clearly, but you feel the heart-to-heart connection, the soul-to-soul connection. And your dragon and you can communicate via thoughts, and your dragon just tells you, come on, hop on my back. And you climb on your dragon, if it's a tiny one or if it's a gigantic one. And maybe you change the size even now when I say that, like, oh, my dragon should be bigger. And immediately with your thoughts, your dragon grows. And now you're sitting on its back and you feel the heartbeat underneath you. How cool is that? And it's cozy up there. And even though your dragon might be a hard surface. It's kind of soft where you can sit and you feel the connection and you lift off. It's again gentle. Your dragon is so big but so gentle, and you can talk with him, her, them in your mind. So amazing. And imagine how your beautiful surrounding you've chosen before is just getting smaller and smaller. And if you have a fear of flying, this is not applicable for dragon rides. It feels so safe and your dragon is so strong. And you're maybe doing some cool movements and loopings, and maybe your dragon knows you don't like that. So of course it's not doing that. And now you're flying gently, strongly, in the distance you like, you've chosen together, the distance to the planet, maybe high above, that everything is just teeny tiny and you just see some contours of continents. And maybe you're flying near the ground so you can see details and people underneath can see you and wave at you. And maybe they're afraid, so maybe you become invisible. You can do that in a meditation. Of course you can. And just fly in your mind without me talking. Just imagine how the landscape beneath you is moving, and you can be fast as light or slow and steady. Just fly somewhere where you want to go. Maybe you want to fly around the world and visit somebody in Australia or America. I would like to go to Japan to visit my mother-in-law. Just fly wherever you want to go. Maybe it's not far. And I shut up now for a moment and you just imagine how the movie goes on and on in your mind. And if you're stuck, you just ask yourself, what's next? What's happening next? Like in a movie when the next scene is unfolding. Just try it out. Just go with the flow. Just fly with your beautiful, magical dragon above the planet where you want to go. Are breathing deeply, slowly through your nose. You feel your heartbeat synchronized with your dragon's heartbeat. And imagine how you approach the place where you want to maybe visit somebody, or you want to visit a place where you've been and you missed that place, or whatever is your purpose. Imagine how you are landing gently somewhere, and even though it can be a rooftop or a difficult place to land, your dragon can manage that with a smile, no problem. And imagine how you can now visit, hug this person, this family, these friends, this place, lay in the grass or drink a coffee again for a short moment, like a minute or two. I just don't say anything and imagine whatever you want to imagine, like in a movie or in a children's book. Turn the next page and Ask yourself what would be amazing to experience right now, and then you do. Have fun and just breathe deeply through your nose while you imagine these amazing images in your head. And if this was just too short, you can do this meditation on your own anytime and fly with your dragon wherever you want to go and have as much time as you want to. But for today, imagine how you are boarding your dragon again. You are making yourself comfortable on that back, on that seat or that edge of that dragon's back where it's so cozy and feels so safe. And you wave goodbye to whomever you've visited. And you're gaining height and going further and further above. And imagine you can fly through the clouds and even land on clouds and maybe even jump on clouds like on a trampoline for a moment. These fluffy clouds we can see from airplanes, feeling them and imagine that they are solid, that you really have a bouncy feeling. How cool is that? And then you fly home again to that beautiful place where you've started. And imagine that you are taking the long way around the planet. And imagine that you can have some peace and joy and all the good stuff like glitter or like bubbles in your hands and left to right of your dragon. Imagine how you sprinkle it down on the world. Peace and trust and joy and love and connection. And maybe also patience and all the things you can imagine the world can need. Just imagine how you are sprinkling it down, and like seeds, it drops on the ground and grows. And it drops maybe in a heart or two or a million hearts. And there it blooms. And these people feel the magic from you and your dragon. And we are all connected. Imagine how beautiful that would be. And in our minds, we are powerful creators. So just imagine how you are bringing all these beautiful feelings to the people around the planet while you are flying above. You can play around with these beautiful thoughts however you want to. And imagine now how you are approaching that beautiful place where you've started. And again, you are amazed by the landing skills of your dragon. It's so smooth. Like when you see those parachute flyers, these people land, it's a little bumpy, but not with your dragon. It's so, so gentle. And you jump off the back of your dragon and you put your forehead to the forehead of your dragon. And maybe it's a gigantic head and maybe not, but it feels so good and you have such a strong connection. And you feel the love and the power and the strength of your dragon and how it transfers it to you. Some of that strength, some of that braveness, some of that caring, loving, gentle power. Imagine how it flows over from your dragon's brain to yours, from your dragon's soul to yours. And maybe you put your hand on the heart or on the space where the heart of your dragon lays, and you feel the heart beat. And also here, feel the power transferring over to you. And you can do really good things with that strength and that power and that joy and that love and that connection. For yourself, you can keep it to yourself like a present stored away in your heart, or you can share it with whomever you are spending time today, because you can and you want to. You can be generous with these gifts because you can meet your dragon any time of the day you want. This is your personal dragon. It can be your best friend if you want to. And next time another dragon can appear, or you are fully in love with that one and you know it, you are you, this dragon is himself, herself, themselves, and you belong together. In your mind, everything is possible. And now you say goodbye, maybe with a kiss, maybe with a hug, maybe with a nod. And your dragon takes off and you feel the connection. This strong connection is so cool to experience. And maybe you sit in your office or at home or wherever you spend your day, and sometimes you just have to smile or even laugh out loud because you remember, I have a friend and it's a dragon and it's in my mind, but it's cool and beautiful and powerful, and so am I. Take a deep, deep breath and enjoy your surrounding again before you come back into the here and now. Maybe with your eyes closed still. Take some deep breath into your nose, out through your nose, or even you're sighing it out like ah. And open your eyes as soon as you are ready. How was that for you? I don't know who watched this now live. If you are watching this on the replay, I'm so happy if you share your experience. That would be like a gift from you to me and to everybody else, because that's the cool thing about sharing these stories. Like I was in Japan. I was visiting my father-in-law. We were landing on the rooftop. My husband's brother was there with his son and his wife. We took a round in Japan together, and then all of a sudden Mika and Ken were there too. And then we went to see my mother-in-law, who lives a little further down. I know in geography we are not supposed to say down, but she lives in Fukuyama, so we visited her, and then we went further south to visit the other family. It was just a big family gathering, and of course all the kids were amazed by the dragon. And then, I don't know, maybe Ken and Mika wanted to spend more time in Japan, or they were already there. And that doesn't matter, you know, these details doesn't matter so much. And if you didn't see anything like, what kind of freaky details did you see? For some people, it takes some practice. You know, in my private coachings, I do a lot of meditations because we can solve a lot of problems or find a lot of answers within meditations from ourselves, like find them inside of us, the wisdom, connect to the wisdom inside of us by meditation. So in my coachings, I do a lot of meditations, and in Joy Academy, there are a lot of amazing meditations, like feel-good meditations like this one, but also with a purpose, like I have all these examples in my head, like in the topic of food and movement, food bliss and movement. My goal of these 2 masterclasses are that you have, or you build, or you reconnect with your body, and you build a beautiful relationship with your body. Like, this is my temple where I live in. I have bones underneath, you know, when I feel like, if you go like this, you can feel the whole of the skull, you know. And I think it's so amazing that this skeleton is inside of us, and it's muscles and nerves and blood vessels and our heart, and everything is here. It's such an amazing thing that we are alive and we can move. We are built out of like 5 atoms, like carbohydrate, is it carbon, water, I don't know the English words for the atoms, and the N is nitrate. I don't have to go into biology lessons for you. You know, I studied food engineering at the Technical University in Zurich, and maybe I need to practice the atoms in English so that I can tell you that the fact that we are built out of 5 building blocks, and we are so amazing. Our body is so wonderful. And in the meditation, I take you like really deep down, so that you are in a trance state, not like hypnosis, like you don't remember anything. You are as awake as you were now, but as we want to go deeper in our subconscious, you have to be super relaxed so that you get the cool answers from within. And then when you are in a safe space in your inner room, which we are creating and slowly getting to know that you are really feeling safe, and in this inner room, you step out of your body, or you imagine that it will be possible that you do that, and you sit with each other, like your soul or whatever you believe in, and your body sit next to each other, and you have a discussion like, what do you expect from me? Like, you can ask your body what would be helpful for you. And one woman, you know, that's one of my most favorite things of a meditation. She said, Ronja, for 10 freaking, or maybe she said fucking years, I was eating chocolate every night, and I was annoyed by it. I tried all the tricks, and I was just addicted to chocolate, eating, I don't remember how much, every evening. And now I did this meditation for 15 minutes, and my body told me loud and clear, like, I don't like that. Stop it. I really dislike this habit of yours. I don't want to do that anymore. Okay. And because it was her body telling her that, and not some nutritionalist, specialist, weight loss coach, blah, blah, blah. It was her body telling her, like, I don't want that anymore. And she said, I just quit 10 freaking years of trying to change myself. And now with this meditation, it's like so easy. And for me, I mean, that made me so happy. But for me, I'm a stubborn person. I don't like when people tell me what I have to do. So when I connect with myself and my body tells me something, or my dragon even tells me something, I'm just more open for this feedback, you know? I know it's like weird and like, what are you doing? And are you okay? Or are you a bit crazy or cuckoo or woo-woo? Who cares, you know? If it benefits your well-being, and if it's even a little fun and uplifting, why not? Why not? We have so many amazing meditations in the Joy Academy, and it's practical also. You know, I'm a food engineer. I can tell you about food. I can tell you about facts. I can take you on that guided meditation. And then it's a lot of thinking, what do I want? The whole Joy Academy is basically about that. What do I want? What brings me joy? What do I don't want anymore? And then Joy Academy helps you to implement and to really do the things you want to do. Like, you can think about things you want to do for all of your life, and if you don't do it, nothing changes. So I'm a big fan of meditations, and these meditations here, I just decided yesterday that I will do one every Friday. I did every day for so many years that I'm not into every day, but like meditation Friday. And at the moment it's flying series. I like that. I made that up a few hours ago, and now we do it. That's how I roll. That's what I like about being self-employed. This is my business and I can do whatever I want. And I like to do what you want to experience. So if you have any requests, traveling requests, meditation requests, I'm very open for your feedback. And next Friday, I think we are gonna choose the flying carpet because we can. Like Aladdin, is it Aladdin in English? I don't know. Flying carpet. It's yours again. Color scheme chosen by you. You decide. And you will just see it. I hope you saw your dragon. And please tell me about your dragon. And Savine, my primary school bestie, just wrote, thank you. It was exactly what I needed today. It's such a big compliment that you are here and that you were watching. Thank you so, so much. And everybody else who watched this and still listen to me talking, please tell me about your experience. If you want to, also in a DM, if you're not open that the internet world sees your feedback, I would love to hear it. And if not, I hope you had an amazing ride. And I say good night from Zurich, Switzerland here. And Ken is saying good night too. He's next door. He has a restaurant with friends here in Zurich, and is mostly working in the evening. But today he is here. I will enjoy his company, and then tomorrow I go to this wedding. I will tell you about that probably too. Thank you for being here. I'm so in love with being live more, being connected to you, and tell me your feedback, your questions, also questions about Joy Academy. I will tell you more within the next time, and I invite you to join or to check it out. And if you have meditation requests, tell me them too. See you tomorrow and take care.